So picture this. You're trying to explain why your relationship feels unhealthy. And someone says to you, what's your problem? This person in your life, they're so successful. Or they've always been nice to me. Or at least they're not hitting you. Or, well, you only have one mother. And suddenly, you're the one questioning yourself. Am I making too big a deal of this? I mean, is this really abuse or trauma? Does this even qualify as something that I should be upset about? If you've been in a narcissistic relationship, that experience of questioning yourself may feel very familiar. And one of the most confusing aspects of these relationships isn't just what happens, it's the doubt that follows. We tend to think and talk about big T trauma, war, assault, natural disasters, life-threatening events. But what about the chronic emotional manipulation and invalidation that can happen in a close relationship? The gaslighting, the hypervigilance and walking on eggshells, the unpredictability, the betrayal. These experiences may not leave visible bruises. They may not even be that apparent from the outside. But over time, they can deeply undermine your sense of safety emotionally, psychologically, and even physically. And yet, many survivors hesitate to use words like trauma or abuse because they worry that it's an exaggeration, because you might feel disloyal, because they think that they're seeing it wrong. This month in the healing program, we're taking on that question directly. Our March workshop is entitled, How Much Bad Stuff Has to Happen for Me to Consider My Relationship Bad? We'll be talking about the difference between what has often been categorized in the field as big T trauma and small t trauma, what relational trauma actually means, how emotional abuse shows up in narcissistic relationships, why minimization and self-blame are so automatic, the bigger issues of emotional and psychological safety, and how these relationships distort our ability to judge safety clearly. This isn't about judging what qualifies as suffering. It's about lifting the self-judgment that so many survivors of emotionally harmful and narcissistic relationships carry. Because when the scars aren't visible, when the narcissistic person in your life is seen as charming, generous, attractive, or successful, it becomes even harder to trust your own experience. This live workshop takes place on Sunday, March 1st at 11 a.m. Pacific, and it's exclusively for Healing Program members. If you'd like to join us, you can find the registration link in the video description. New members can currently receive 50% off their first month, which gives you access to the March workshop and everything else the program includes. If you're not familiar with my healing program, it's an intensive and structured space designed to help you understand and heal from narcissistic relationships. Each month focuses on a central theme in recovery and understanding. And in addition to the monthly live workshop, members receive all kinds of other things, including a guided meditation that's connected to the month's theme, a live Q&A session where you can bring your questions, weekly journal prompts to help you apply what you're learning, access to a secure, moderated community space where you are reminded that you are not alone, additional resources that deepen the month's work, and even office hours where you can type in questions and get answers to your questions. Every month builds on the own while still standing on its own. So whether you're early in healing or further along, there is always something relevant to where you are at in this process. This month's conversation is an important one. And if you are not yet a member, I hope you'll consider joining us. And if you're already a member, you know I love this community, and I'll see you there on March 1st. Thanks again.